So we're gonna get to decorate or paint your own frame, and then what you do. Sometimes they come and they have bored looks in their faces, and they're on their cell phone. So you have to like engage them and get them to do things as soon as possible, so you don't lose them. And then you get them going, and then when they're quiet and focused and actually working on what I challenge them to do, then that's a good sign when they're all doing their projects.
The Youth Action Council, or also known as a YAC Creative, started up by our volunteers' need, and also we noticed a trend in the kids that were participating as volunteers or in services at the center. They were very creative. They had an artistic incline, and they needed to do community service hours.
Empezamos este proyecto porque a mí me reconectó con algo que yo quería hacer desde muy joven, que es enseñar, o que es, no, canalizar, motivar. Y creo que a mí me conectó para poder prepararme para seguir haciendo una labor así.
I think they feel good about when they finish the project, and they kind of surprise themselves that they had no idea they could do something that looks kind of nice, yeah. And then I try to include projects that have to do that, kind of tap into their like interior reality where they're at. So you try and try and bring that forth and try and explore what they're going through, but just kind of make them ponder about future and the world and their families and all that stuff. So, and in a creative way.
We've been very lucky to have this artist outreach program at Corbin for Santa Ana, and surrounding any kids that are willing to come out to the center, participate in. A lot of the kids that participate in the workshops are children that have come through some of our services, either counseling, family advocacy, or their parents are participating in parenting. Others are kids that came in and are doing community service hours. Jose Lozano is a great artist, and not only is he very patient, I mean, to be able to have him at the center doing these workshops is amazing. These kids really relate to Jose Lozano, and even our volunteer before him, Josefina Maravilla. There are people in our community that really connect with our kids.
There's some kids who are just, kind of like, they like to have a good time. So I kind of, when they're not around, it's during class, I kind of miss that craziness, that energy in the room. Otherwise, it's very serious. But when those kids come, it's always fun to have their energy bouncing around the room.
Pensamos que los jóvenes, de repente los adultos se nos olvida cuando éramos jóvenes, y se nos olvida que en ese tiempo tenemos muchos cuestionamientos, y cuando hay una familia que no está integrada o una situación de vida no fácil, entonces hay mucho que decir y los jóvenes tienen mucho que expresar. Yo creo que el arte es importantísimo en todas sus manifestaciones para que el ser humano exprese el dolor, todo lo que le acontece, todas sus emociones, y en particular estos niños.
These kids are just hungry for learning about art, and some of them already have a wonderful talent for it and a great eye for it. So I'm glad that this is something that we could offer at the center. It's something that we didn't have before, but a way to keep kids connected and to also show them ways to cope with everyday life.
I think it's just kind of therapeutic, and it's good for the kids to just have that time for them to express themselves and not have it be right or wrong, and just kind of be use their imagination.
Van a pasar cuando llame su nombre. When I call your name, you guys go, and then.
But I hope that they take that from this class. That you don't have to be a rich kid to know about art. That art is belongs to everybody. You know, and it's not owned by anybody, and it's all over. It's all over. It's art is like surrounds them.
Because it's not just an art workshop. It's not just coming in doing volunteer hours.
A partir del taller, yo empecé a entrar al colegio. Decidí prepararme, mejorar el idioma y prepararme dentro de cómo trabajar con jóvenes.
It's really community art, and it's them knowing and understanding that they're not just artists, they are leaders in their community.
I think art helps us, well, it helps me like leave everything behind and just focus on my project. And I don't really, when I'm drawing something, I don't really I don't pay too much attention to what happened at school or what's happening at home.
I'm going to continue working with kids and making art. That's what I do.